feel very fortunate to be joining Madeline Island in this role at a time when the program is so healthy. Its growth has been wonderful over the number of years that I've been aware of the program, and it has a long history before I was aware of it. And it's an incredible journey that this program is on, and it's on an extremely high upward trajectory. And so it's exciting for me to be a part of that. My first plan is to embrace everything that's been so wonderful in its history, and then to understand where we are poised for continuing growth. The program's reputation is growing exponentially, and it's attracting great students, and it's attracting faculty that want to be a part of what we're offering. And so there are many opportunities to continue to, in many ways, accelerate that growth, to create the enthusiasm, to create an environment where Madeline Island is the center for chamber music study. The arts have been important throughout history. They contribute to our imagination and our inspiration. You take some of the greatest scientists in the world, and they were also artists. And it's almost impossible to imagine that inspiration that moves society forward without humanities and the arts. I think these things are interchangeable. It's amazing to think that we are continuing to play music that was written hundreds and hundreds of years ago, that this is how enduring this art form is, that is meaningful to us today. And I'm not speaking only to the musicians who study it, but the people that we offer it to. We find Beethoven as compelling today as he may have been back when he was alive. And at the same time, we have people who are creating new art today, art of our time, and that's something that I think is also important for us to be embracing. Many times audiences are not familiar with a certain style, and so upon first hearing, it might not be agreeable to their senses. But taking that extra step to understand what is it that is compelling this artist, in what way that makes this work of art, and recognizing that this person is influenced by today, by our surroundings. And if we open ourselves up to that, we might have a different perspective on what the life that we lead today entails, and all of its trials and tribulations and wonderful moments as well. There are more opportunities today for people who want to build their careers through chamber music than there are in symphony orchestras, for example. We hear all the time about the issues that many of the orchestras are having, and many orchestras that are folding. And so the opportunities may not be in that track as much as they were 50 years ago. But you take a string quartet and you put them in a community and let them get into that community and go to the schools and play for students and put on weekly performances, and they embed themselves in the community that makes them invaluable. They become the artistic ambassadors for that community. And with chamber music, you can do that all over the world in many different ways. So there are lots of opportunities for people today in chamber music. It does require, in many instances, that the students have to be more entrepreneurial. They have to be willing to take some chances and show communities what it is that they have to offer. They may not be able to just respond to an ad and get a job, string quartet wanted. But many quartets are thriving today because they are embedding themselves in communities and providing something extremely valuable. Well, actually, we have a combination. We will have some groups that come already assembled as a group, so they do know each other, but it's true that the majority of the students are being put in groups with folks that they don't know. This is part of the art, if you will, of the artistic director, to be able to figure out, based on performance ability, based on maturity, based on previous experience, what four people might work well together. And this is where Evelina Chow has been exceptional over the past few years in putting together these groups and finding these incredible matches. Now, in these chamber groups and in life, it may not always be perfect, but as in life, we have to learn to be able to work in situations where it's not always ideal. So I don't think we've ever had any major train wrecks, but it's natural that there will be different personalities and not everyone will see eye to eye on everything. And again, the experience of playing in chamber music gives us a vehicle for working on our personal skills that will make us better people, make us understanding of each other, make us good collaborators, make us understand how we can offer what it is that we have to offer while at the same time receiving what other people have to offer. And that's chamber music in a nutshell. We bring in faculty from all over the country. We engage with different professional string quartets that are active, that are out there having incredible careers. So they've built great reputations for themselves. We are particularly interested in ones that aren't only phenomenal performers, but ones that are committed teachers, because that's what this experience is about. And we've been very fortunate to find groups that embrace what we're offering here and want to be a part of that. And then in addition to the quartets, we bring in individual faculties. Folks like myself for the past 3 years that have been coming just to teach violin lessons, or someone that might teach cello or teach viola, where we're working one-on-one with students and really honing their individual skills. So, and then we have individual faculty that might teach at universities like I do, that come from many different schools, maybe Indiana or Arizona, different places around the country. And this is another part of the experience here for students, is that they have an opportunity to get to know these different teachers, not just learn from their experience, but they have an opportunity to network with those teachers. Maybe they're a teacher that they're going to want to go continue their studies with for graduate school. Maybe they're just a teacher that will help them get placed in the music profession in some way. So the contact that the students are having with all of our faculty is essential to the experience here, and it's also why we bring in such a high level of faculty. Madeline Island Music Camp is such a special place. Its long history and its continued growth make it a place that has roots, a place with strong roots where continuing to grow is possible. And that's not the case everywhere. And so I am honored to be asked to lead Madeline Island for the next while into the future. I am humbled by the hard work that everyone has done before me and continues to do with this organization. And all I can say is it's an exciting time for the program, and it's an exciting time for me personally to be able to help shape the future of this program.